Now the mic is working. Now the mic is... Dude, I thought... Oh my God. Dude, I thought for sure AMC Trapper was just coming in here and saying mic check. I had the mic turned off yesterday because we were listening to Adam Aaron. Here's the beautiful thing. Redo! Watch this. Good morning, everybody. We are here. You know, it was a good morning, and now it is not a good morning. The stocks were up, now the stocks are down. The stock market was up, now the stocks were down. And let's see who we got first in the chat today. We've got Frank first in the chat, man. Nick F, Crypto Rocketeer, Mark, John J, Paul, Mr. Clean, Mark, AMC Trapper, the mic check, 1 2 1 2. It is working now, hopefully. Mark, CD Witt, AMC Trapper, Crypto Rocketeer, CD Witt, Cassie, Corby's, Mark, John J, Paul, CD Witt. Who else we got in here? AMC Trapper, Mark, Corby's Outdoor, Paul. Yeah, let's get started. Now it's perfect, man. Now it's perfect. Yeah, we're good. Is JJ in here right now? I was watching, I watched Free Guy last night. And there's a part in the movie, I don't know what part it is or who actually says it. The guy's like, you know what time it is? Do you know what time it is? And I'm like, it's time to get started. But if JJ's in here, he's like, you know what time it is? Time to get hard. Like a diamond. But it made me think of you guys last night. I was watching that, and he's like, you know what time it is? And I'm like, I said it out loud to him. Time to get started. Anyway, let's go look at the market and see what we got going on over here, guys. AMC was up like 12+% this morning at $14 per share. Now it is sitting at $11.66. Shiba Inu coin was doing very well this morning. Almost 1,800 points per coin. Currently sitting at 1645 after bouncing recently off the 1592. GameStop was green this morning. And now a long roller coaster red ride down to 88. Currently sitting at 91. Bitcoin above 32,000 this morning. Dipping back down to 30,000 here. It's in at 31.3. We have the NASDAQ was doing beautifully this morning. 12,000 points. Currently sitting at 11,006. Prague was up like 13% pre-market today. I didn't see it when it opened up here at 4 a.m., but like 14% here. And now it dropped all the way down to 70 cents per share. 6% loss. Farmy was never in the green this morning, actually. Sitting at 9 cents. Dropped all the way down to 7.83 cents. Currently sitting at 8.08 cents. All-time lows for Farmy today. We've got Ethereum, Shiba, and Bitcoin. Higher than they were yesterday because yesterday they got destroyed. Sundial down to 38 cents. Mullen Auto back down to $1 per share. CEI, 62 cents per share. The SPY, 0.32% lower. BBIG down 6% on the day to 270. Highcroft Mining sitting at $1.23. Adam Aaron is about to be losing money on Highcroft here if it drops below $1.19. And Netflix, it was down to $170, currently sitting at $174.65. Drastic. You know what? We opened up nice off yesterday's steep decline below 4%, 4% plus lower on the NASDAQ. We opened up nice, and now we've given back everything that we had this morning. We've already given back everything that we've had this morning. So everything was green, now everything is red. Detrimental losses. JJ is in here. JJ, you know what time it is? JJ knows what time it is. It's time to get hard. Like a diamond. JJ, thank you very much. Anybody else hard like a diamond out there? No, I am. Anybody else? You know what Clay wrote? Hard like a diamond. Oh, yes, JJ. That's exactly right. No, it is true, man. I did think about that last night. I was like, this is ridiculous. So I don't know if you guys watched Free Guy, but if you did, or if you will, recognize the part when he says, you know what time it is? It's time to get started, or it's time to get hard. Oh, yes. It's time to turn on my air conditioner. Unfortunately, so humid already. Yeah, 70 degrees already here today, and I'm going to tell you right now, it is beautiful outside right now. Not a cloud in the sky, 0% chance of rain today. Amazing day. SoFi getting blasted, halted. SoFi dropping hard, huh? What is SoFi doing here? I think I got it. SoFi, I don't have to type it in. SoFi getting hit pretty hard today. I thought I had it on here, but apparently not. Everything's getting blasted today, man. Everything's getting blasted. You know, it is, I hate looking at it. I hate looking at it. But I know it is going to be leading us to some ridiculous opportunities, man. Yeah, it is getting blasted, down 20% today. It's actually been suspended right now. I don't even know. It might be suspended for a different reason than a halt. When's the last time that it traded? When's the last minute? 11:20? Yeah, so it's been suspended for a minute here, man. It's already been suspended for almost 40 minutes. So I wonder why it is suspended there. Golly bum, dude. Remember yesterday when we had nothing but 5 to 15% losses? Look at today. 5 to 15% losses across the board once again. Once again, we've got more losses, ladies and gentlemen. We are setting up, what do they call that? What is the, oh man, oh my gosh, was I Big Clay? Not, I was supposed to be Big Weeble. Sorry about that. I'm soft like a peach. I like it. AMC Trapper. He's not hard like a diamond. He's soft like a peach. Guys, we are honestly, look, I don't know what we're going through. I don't know if this is what they call the Great Reset, where they're gonna wipe out all the wealth from the stock market. They're gonna wipe out all the debt. They're gonna wipe out everybody's everything. Or, you know, if this is just a major pullback in the stock market. But we have to look at the positive sides, otherwise the negative sides will kill us. And the positives are, you know, we are setting ourselves up for some ridiculous opportunities for long-term growth in the stock market and long-term wealth, man. So I can get out, don't want to average down even more or sell it at a, yeah, Cassie, I'm telling you, that's going to be the decision you got to make on literally everything right now, because everything is hitting lows. Everything is dropping to 52 plus week lows, and it's just, that's the market we're in. It is terrible right now. CityWit says, I started in crypto in November with Doge and the Robinhood app, then got Coinbase app and got into Shib in mid-January, learning real quick to let go of emotions and hold tight. Won't start panicking. Yeah, dude, CityWit. So, you know, you honestly, and there's no other way to put this, you know, you got in at the absolute worst time, right? You got in at all-time highs. I mean, it's just true. And, you know, you might start to think that this market is normal. And it's not, okay? This is not normal. This is a bear market. And bear markets could last anywhere from 6 months to, you know, a little over a year, typically, in the stock market. And beyond that, you have major gains waiting for you. Imagine getting in and equating the prices we're seeing now to something like March of 2009, okay? Devastation was running rampant in March of 2009. Everybody was literally jumping out of buildings. Like, it was bad. And you know, if they would have just persevered, you know, I've constantly looked at this graph here because it is incredible. You know, look at where we were. This is 2009. You know, this is the detriment that was going on in 2009 here with this decline. Look how small of a decline this looks now, looking back. And it is so sad that people saw this as like, you know, a terrible moment in time. And it was. I mean, it led to a great recession across the globe. But in the overall grand scheme of things, you see this right here. And if you've got that long-term approach, this is what came after. I mean, look at this, man. Look where we're at now. And I know this looks big. This is big. This is potentially bigger than 2008, especially if it comes back down even further, right? This is big. This is a big deal that we're holding through right now, and the biggest deal since 2008. But this is the part that we can't see, and that's why some people are so blind to it. This major pullback, this catastrophe that we're living through right now, will one day look like this. It will one day look like this. Why am I so confident in that? Because every dip in history has resulted in gains like this. It is long term. everything seems unimportant looking back, this will be no different. This will be no different. We'll take this and it will be like, wow. You remember when people were so upset? It'll be like this, dude. Remember when people were so upset back in 2022? We're sitting over here now. We're sitting over here. If we would have just made it through that, we would have been sitting way over here. And everybody, that's why it's not important necessarily just to hold, right? But stay invested and stay willing to invest in the stock market long term. This is a monthly graph. Every single one of these candles is an entire month. So you can see how long term that look is. But absolutely, man. Absolutely. And that goes for the crypto market too, right? Not just the stock market. Zachary! Thank you very much. I don't even know how to do an angel, but... Zachary, thank you very much. I feel like an angel when I did that. Thank you very much for the super sticker, Zachary. Hopefully, I looked angelic to you guys as well. I heard Biden's going to be addressing economics. And yeah, I actually have no idea what he is or is not going to be addressing. I don't keep up on his schedule. I'm not going to lie. I have no idea if he's going to be talking today or not. Question. Prague used to do its earnings before the market opens. Now they're doing it after. For the second time, I believe. Any reason for that kind of change? Good, bad, indifferent. After is normal, right? Yeah. I don't know if after is necessarily normal. I do believe that more companies do after-hour earnings reports as opposed to before. And, doing after hours could potentially have a little bit of a less of an impact on the stock price than, if you're doing it at the market open or before the open. And I honestly, I just think it depends on when they want to do the earnings drop. I don't think that there's anything implied by doing it before or after or, at the market open or anything like that. Could just be if they've got some new preference or, I don't know, dude. Maybe the CEO moved from East Coast to West Coast or West Coast to East Coast, and now he's like, no, we're going to do it after hours now. Shorts are scrambling to find liquidity to keep the game going, but very soon the music will stop and they will be standing naked without a chair while we are sitting in comfy armchairs full of cash. Frodo, man. I don't want to look at anybody standing there naked without a chair. That would be kind of gross, but I will all day be sitting in a comfy armchair. Hey, man, naked or fully clothed. What did he say? Did he say fully clothed? No, he just said full of cash. Woo-hoo-hoo, man. With or without clothes on, full of cash in that comfy armchair. Let's get it, Frodo. Had to buy Abe at the $8 mark. Did you? So I did not, Giovanni. I did not. I'm still a little, I'm not going to lie, dude. I'm still a little nervous about this $30,000 level. So you did pretty good from where you're at right now. I believe Ape was actually above $10 this morning at 9 something now, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, 9.25. So it did bounce back nicely off this. Okay, it hit 779 actually. Hit 779. It did bounce as Bitcoin bounced off that $30,000 level. So bounced all the way up to about 1020 or so, sitting at 920 right now. Look, man, look. The trend right now is down. I know this $7 to $8 range is kind of the low that ApeCoin has seen, but you guys may or may not agree. I don't know. But this is a massive, massive level right here on Bitcoin. Massive level. That's why it's in red. If it crosses below and, continues below this level, there's no support. There's no support below this level. I mean, you got wicks that come down, right? We can see the wicks coming down, so it's not like it can't wick below like it did here. But I'm telling you, man, if it can't sustain this $30,000 level, this is the only support we have, barely any in this area right here, 23 to 25,000. A little support, maybe 1 month worth in here at the $17,000 to $18,000 range. And then otherwise, we might be coming all the way back down to, $12,000, $11,000, $9,000 per Bitcoin. And we could see a really rough crypto market if that's the case. We could see a really rough crypto market if that's the case. So that's why I'm putting so much emphasis on this $30,000 level on Bitcoin. It tried to come back up, but man, it seems like the bears might be pushing it back down today. So I'm still watching that pretty close before I make the determination of what I'm going to do with my crypto, right? Last night, I thought we had the crypto bounce. Bought 11.8 million Shib, 1,400 Doge, and 150 Polygon. Hey, Frank, man, and you know, it might have been that we had the crypto bounce last night, right? We may be bouncing off that level of support, so that decision may turn out to be extremely good. I'm just still watching it. I'm still watching it. You know, I was watching it last night. I was a little nervous. And I started to see it curl over this morning. You know, run it, and then start to curl over a little bit this morning. So I'm still keeping an eye on it, man. I don't know exactly what it's going to do or where it's going to go. So I'm not gung-ho to make a decision on it yet. We will account about to get suspended with all these losses. JJ, it's not going to get suspended. They're just going to be like, hey, JJ, send us some more money, man. Send us some more money. You need a dollar cost average down. Frank, probably bouncing right now. Very good. Mr. Nice Guy. Frank might be making some money on that one. Snapper Trapper. Safe Sex. Vengeance. That's actually good advice, man. What's happening with AMC today? Wow. Hua Kyung-seo. I'm telling you, man. Hua Kyung-seo. AMC having a wild day today with the rest of the stocks, right? The NASDAQ is still in the green for the day, because it opened up so nicely, but everything's selling off throughout the morning here. And you can see that the SPY is down on the day. I don't know where the Dow's at right now, but everything was looking good this morning, and then nothing but sell-offs. Boom! Opened up nice, sold off for Sundial. Opened up nice, boom, sold off for Mullen Auto. Opened up nice, boom, sold off on CEI. BBIG, opened up nice, boom, sold off. Highcroft Mining, opened up nice, boom, sold off. Netflix, opened up nice, boom, sold off. AMC, opened up nice, boom, sold off. Farming, opened up, boom, sold off. Biora Therapeutics, opened up nice, boom. And GameStop, I guess you can guess what happened. Opened up nice, and boom, sold off. So I don't know what the deal is with investors, man. But everything pre-market was looking good. And then the market opens. And, oh my gosh, the sky is falling, sell your stocks. Everybody just selling their stocks. So, dude, we've obviously got way too much fear going on in the market right now. It just doesn't make sense for people to be as fearful as they are. And that's what we got, man. And that's what we got. So it does suck, but people are impossible to explain, man. So I guess we're just going to continue trying to explain the nonsense that these people got going on here. Because AMC sitting at some massive, not all-time lows clearly, but massive lows here. 1150. We've not been at that level since about this time last year. This time last year, May 10th, we were sitting at $10.15 was the high on May 10th of last year. May 10th of this year, we got $11.73. So wild to see that we're exactly at the same price that we were last year. Does that count as financial advice? Zachary. It should. It should. Because, you know, you got some financial obligations that could definitely come from not taking that advice there. I think the government is going to say something positive because they know if they don't, they're a party won't get really. Giovanni, we could hope for the best, man. We could hope for the best. I think there will be more pain in the crypto market in the near term. Shorts are liquidating crypto and other assets to find liquidity to keep their leveraged short positions open soon. AMC Moon. Frodo. I absolutely hope so. Is everyone still? Yes. So Scarlett, I'm still holding the AMC that I have. I'm actually red on my AMC position for basically I touched the red like a couple days in the last couple of months. But this is the first, seemingly first full red close and basically full red day. I was green earlier this morning when it was at $14, But now I'm in the red. Now I get to decide if I want to start averaging down on AMC. Oh my gosh. I'm down 63% on AMC and still hold my dominance. Maybe outdoor smart. I haven't used Coinbase in months. Andre, what's going on, Andre? What's up, bros? How's your Tuesday? Meta Pockets. Tuesday is beautiful. Stock market's not beautiful, but the Tuesday here is beautiful. Just had to wait. You just had to wait. That's all you got to do. Almost forgot to share my love around. It was fun with TMI. Share my love was around. Oh, gotcha. Shredder. Thanks for swinging by, man. Dude, TMI's got a lot of viewers, dude. TMI's got a lot of viewers. Scarlett, would you hold if you had... I'm red too. Scarlett's red too. Very nice. And she is holding. Very good there. I'm still green on AMC. Mr. Simon, very nice, man. Yeah, I moved red. Well, I moved red in the 1380s somewhere. I slapped the devs until they loved me. Spanking those devs until they love you. So if I had earnings leak, SEC violation. Oh my. The SEC did something? Oh my. Earnings leak. Oh no. Yeah, dude. Things seem to be getting leaked more and more often these days. Don't they? They just seem to be getting leaked. Unpurposefully leaked. I don't know about these unpurposeful leaks, guys. It's awfully hard to do. It's awfully hard to do. But you know what's else awfully hard to do is watch this market that we're in right now. It's awfully hard to do that too. I mean, these are going to be, I truly believe that these are going to be buying opportunities of a lifetime. I honestly do. And it sucks. It sucks that we're living through it. It sucks. But these are going to be buying opportunities of a lifetime. Even if you just want to go out there and double or triple your money over the next couple of years, this is what you were waiting for. This is, imagine, being able to invest back in 2008, 2009, and nobody wanted to buy as it was going down, right? Everybody was literally crying and taking it very hard on themselves when it was going down in 2008 into 2009. But, man, everybody that bought and held out and was still here afterwards, it was life-changing for them. This is going to be life-changing for us. And honestly, it really doesn't even matter what you're getting into right now. It really doesn't even matter what you're getting into. We are seeing so many stocks get hit so hard that there's going to be so much potential in the overall market that these are the times, man. These are the times that we are going to be talking about. Ooh, Grandpa, how'd you make all your money? Well, you see, kids, back in 2022, when everybody else was selling, I was buying. When everybody else was folding, I was holding. And it's the moral of the story. You got to have patience, and you got to have that long-term mentality, and you're going to be fine. And that's exactly why we're here today. Wow, perfect, man. Perfect. So my cookies, AM Creators. What kind of cookie you like? I'm in red since $36. Andre, yeah, man, a lot of people in that $36 range as well. I got in pretty early. It didn't average up, honestly. I didn't average up too much. I was pretty comfortable with the position I had, earlier on. But I'm in that $13 range, and so I am in the red now on AMC. But dude, this market we're in, terrible. Shit, long-term accounts, so capital gains won't hurt as much. Elizabeth, very nice on that one. Very nice. Seems like Terra Luna is something I should invest in. Crash. Yeah, Giovanni. So I know that, I don't know what it's at today. I know it was down 50% yesterday. It was down 50% yesterday. Yeah, so it got hit really hard yesterday. Come down to $23. It topped out at $119 back in just a month ago. Tapped at $119. So currently sitting at $31.39. I don't know where. I mean, it's more recently listed on Webull here, so I don't know where the levels of support are down here. But I would imagine it's going to be following Bitcoin pretty well. So if it does continue to fall, like if Bitcoin continues to fall, I would still watch out. And I know it's lame to compare everything to Bitcoin right now, but everything is following Bitcoin, man. I mean, it's It's just what we have to watch. It is what we have to watch. Chris, thank you for the super chat. Chris says, what's bad? AMC hits under $10. My average cost is going down. Love this dip. Dude, Chris, that is awesome, man. That is awesome. Because we have a choice. We do have a choice to make. We have a choice to be upset, or we have a choice to just, understand that we can't control it, but we can control, one, our attitude towards it, and two, how we react to it. So if we are willing, look, guys, and I don't know everybody's situation out there. I truly don't. But if we are willing to maybe save some money here and here and here, and if you're putting in 20, 30, 50 bucks a week, and that's what you can do, if you're putting in $100 a month, like if that's what you can do, these times right now that we're seeing are going to make you tomorrow. And by tomorrow, I mean, down the road. But I honestly believe that we are being provided with a situation that could get worse, okay? Like 2008. Big difference in 2008. I forget who I was talking with on here, but they did point out a big difference in the economy and the jobs market between now and 2008. But we're being provided with an opportunity right now, whereas if you're still working and you still have an income, and maybe you're making, I don't know, $15 an hour or whatever, if you're making that and you're willing to invest a portion of that, it's almost like you're going to be making $45 an hour, $50, $60 an hour. Because over the next, I don't know, even if it takes 5 years, even if it takes 10 years, if all of your money triples and quadruples because these prices are so low right now and the growth over the next decade is amazing, it's almost like, you're currently making $60, $100 an hour, $200 an hour, depending on what you're able to invest in, and the almost guaranteed growth that we're going to have off of these lows. So, exactly, Chris. The short term is bad. The long term is really good, man. It's funny the NASDAQ is up today. JJ, the NASDAQ, I think, is still up today because it did open up pretty high. We had a very nice open on a lot of the stocks. And the NASDAQ is controlled by some of those larger stocks, like Apple. I think we might have Apple on here. No, we do not. And Apple is down, but Apple's back up. So Apple is up right now, and that's lifting the NASDAQ a little bit. We've got Amazon only down slightly right now. Facebook, I think, was only down slightly today. Okay, it's about break even today. Bouncing back and forth between up and down. So a lot of these bigger stocks are floating the NASDAQ right now. So that's why you're going to see it up. Is because we did have a very nice open, and stocks have sold off since the open. But the larger cap stocks are really keeping the NASDAQ afloat. Enough already. Just tell us when buy. Mr. Nice Guy, you know what? That's the thing. Maybe the best strategy right now is to just keep stepping in and keep stepping in and keep stepping in. Because although we may be catching a falling knife, dude, eventually that knife is going to stop. And I wish that everybody could time the bottom perfectly. But some of the stuff that you're going to have to see in order to time the bottom. And if I point these things out, maybe you can make that determination that these things are happening. And we can have discussions like that and actually figure out when we might be nearing a bottom. But we know that fear is controlling the market. And fear is extremely difficult to gauge because, and I know there's like fear and greed indexes out there that try to gauge it. But I mean, honestly, they're just looking at its stock prices and looking at trends like that. But fear, it's difficult to put that into numbers or like an actual logical indicator. We need to get rid of the fear, and we need to have confidence coming back in. Not greed at this point, but confidence. So what do we look at? We have to look at some of the things that are causing the fear. And right now, this is going to sound bad, but I think fear is causing more fear. So I do think that we're kind of, over fearful, for lack of a better term. But I do think that we are getting to a point where we are over fearful or oversold. But we're looking at inflation and interest rates. So we need to see those numbers. We're going to have interest rates coming out, or inflation coming out tomorrow. If we reach peak inflation, meaning that we are lower than an 8.5% inflation rate tomorrow, that is going to be a great sign. If it's like 7%, that's going to be an amazing sign. we've got a lot going on and a lot of people throwing out different ideas now about this Russia-Ukraine situation and how it's looking a little weird. But fear regarding that, whether that's fear of involvement, fear of spending, fear of, whatever, there is fear. China and their lockdowns kind of don't make too much sense, but the fear there is a fear of supply chain issues. And I don't know how you fix that, man, because we can't tell the Chinese what to do. But you have a lot of different things all coming together right now and causing this fear. So if we can look and see those things resolving themselves, I do think we may be at or near a bottom. And hey, nobody's going to time it perfectly, but I believe those are the three largest things that we need to look at, or the three most important things. And I'm including inflation and interest rates in one. But those are like the three largest things that we need to see kind of work each other out before we really turn around. I hope the housing market crashes. Vengeance. I honestly think that there will be a pullback in the housing market. I know that inflation causing interest rates to move higher is should cause a drop in house prices. But what I honestly think could cause a house market crash or, a housing crisis is all of these people that haven't been paying their bills for the last couple of years because of the C word moratoriums that are out there, and they were allowed to skip on their bills. So the reaction to that, when people are required to pay their bills again, whether the banks work with them, whether there's new payment plans, or whether they get foreclosed on because they've been living there without paying their bills for the last several years, is that could really lead to a house market collapse. And that's not a bad thing, because I honestly think that house prices are inflated right now. I honestly think that they are. And I'm saying that looking at house prices in Ohio, man. I mean, imagine what you guys in California and other places are looking at right now. It's got to be insane, right? It's got to be insane. So I do think that these house prices should and will come back down. I just think interest rates will bring them down naturally, but this moratorium deal could cause some sort of a crash. Don't the whales control the fear meter? Giovanni, so that part I don't know. I don't know if you mean like specifically the greed and fear actual meter, or if the whales are kind of causing that price action and therefore have a direct response to that, or a direct, I guess, input on that fear meter, because they're the ones that are selling and buying large amounts. About to string up new metal clips and flags on my pole. Shredder. But cool, man. Get it done, dude. Okay, off to work. AM creators, man. Thank you very much for hanging out in here, and enjoy your day, dude. So what you said is buy now, but be choosy. That's what I got. Yeah, so Mr. Nice Guy, I honestly, I do think that this is a time when we can buy responsibly, right? If you buy now, knowing that it can continue down, right? If you're looking at stocks like Netflix and even Facebook, and I understand people don't like some of the ideas and some of the decisions behind these, but I'm just talking like larger cap stocks. Amazon, Google, I don't know if anybody's got things against Amazon and Google, but if you look at these larger companies that are down 20, 30, 40, 50%, Disney's down right now. If you look at these large companies that are down, they will be successful longer term, and they will grow in price. So will they come down further? Hey, man, if this market continues on, absolutely. So if you take an approach to being able to continue just adding and adding and adding, even if it's coming back down, yeah, man, I think we got that long-term look that's going to be really well for investors right now. Short-term, man, dude, we could continue getting hammered. Less about market bottom and more about yours. Grr, Rocket, what's going on, Rocket, man? Glad to have you in here right now. And yeah, who wants to see the market bottom? I want to see the market bottom, but want to see my bottom. You guys don't want to see my bottom. Wait, how do we go from 13 plus to 5, 6, 7 red when the index is barely red? NASDAQ is green. So yeah, the NASDAQ is green, man. The NASDAQ is green right now. But you can see that we did have a major sell-off. So the NASDAQ opened up very nicely today, and we've already sold off over 300 points on the NASDAQ. But the NASDAQ is being floated by these major market cap stocks like Facebook, which is still slightly green today. Apple, where's Apple? It was green a second ago. Apple, still green today, even though it's pulling back. So you can see, Apple opened up at 156, and it is still green, but it's at 153 right now. So, these are selling off, but AMC, I was watching AMC up like 13% this morning at $14, and I was like, dang, dude, AMC's looking good. Everything was looking good at the market open, and then this sell-off ensues. And, at this point, I can't directly relate it to a sell-off in the NASDAQ or following the NASDAQ per se, but this to me, I don't know, man. This to me, it doesn't make sense. And when you can't make sense of it, I guess the next best thing to do is just blame it on emotion, right? And the emotion that is just covering the market right now is fear. And people are just succumbing to that fear. And I can tell you, right? I can tell you. I am thinking about liquidating some of my positions and sitting in cash. The other part of me knows that there's so much fear right now that there has to be a bounce somewhere because investors are like uncontrollably afraid of what is going on in the market. So that leads me to believe that we have to be reaching these just massive bargain prices where people are willing to buy. So that's what's like. That's the other side. I got the angel and the devil on my shoulder trying to tell me this is good, this is bad, this is good, this is bad. And with fear running rampant like this, to me, could lead to such amazing opportunities once people realize what is going on. But that's the only thing I can blame. Drastic declines like we're seeing in GameStop and literally across the board, except for these major cap stocks, is fear is controlling people. CBI, what's your thoughts? Inflation stays the same, higher, lower? Gary, I am hoping for lower than the 8.5, but I'm really hoping for lower than the consensus, which I believe is still at 8.4. Let's see where we're at here. Consensus is still at 8.4 tomorrow. Okay, so consensus was 8.4 last week. They've changed consensus to 8.1. This is going to be interesting, okay? So if this 8.1 is already starting to get priced into the market here, it is going to be, it's going to suck if we still do better than 8.5 and investors react negatively to that. Why? Because if anything is lower than 8.5, it's going to indicate that we could have peaked with inflation. And a peak on inflation is going to signal several different things. One, that interest rates may not have to rise as quickly as people, or as quickly as the Fed kind of intends, or as quickly as people have interpreted the Fed on intending to do. But it's going to be weird to come in between 8.1 and 8.5 to see how investors react to that. So now I'm hoping for a rate less than 8.1, but I think anything below 8.5 would be argued to be good. But the consensus is at 8.1 right now. Good evening, Clay and everyone. Sarah de Croix, good evening to you and glad to have you in here. I don't want the housing market to go down. I like saying I have $1 million home. Giovanni, yeah, dude, there's nothing wrong. Here's the thing, though, that I would think would be really tough, okay, is if the housing market doesn't come down right away, people start taking out higher interest rate loans, and then all of a sudden the moratorium does come, and people get foreclosed on left and right, and housing prices come down then, and they're stuck paying a 7% mortgage on a house that just lost 50% of its value. I mean, that would be tough. Your value investor, Clay. Go with your gut, buddy. Rock it. I love it, man. I love it. I'm not doubting the market will recover, but does that guarantee the meme stocks? I'm not doubting the market will recover. Does that guarantee the meme stocks recover? So Crypto Rocketeer, that's actually a very good question, and I was thinking about that this morning. So, I'm looking at some of these bigger stocks as being decent buys because they are a lot less, I say a lot less volatile, right? They're a lot less volatile than meme stocks, but even if you're using Netflix as an example and you watch it go from $700 to $170, clearly that's still very volatile in the market that we're in right now. But here's one of the reasons I truly believe that meme stocks were soaring. And it has to do with a couple different things. People having extra income, right? Stimulus checks, these extra tax credits that were going on, working from home and trying to take up that trader mentality and that pastime of trading because they weren't actively at work every day. There was a lot feeding into money moving into the stock market. And in that regard, a lot of people were looking at these meme stocks as a way to double, triple, quadruple, quintuple, 100x their money in a very short time frame. Can we replicate the same things that cause these meme stocks to soar in the first place? And if one of the reasons they cause meme stocks to soar is the promise of financial freedom or ridiculous gains, yes, I do think we're going to still have that. If it was some sort of an extra income factor, like tax credits and stimulus checks, I do not know if we will have that aspect again. Working from home and traders kind of, trying their luck in the stock market, in that regard, and I don't know where we're shifting as far as, working from home goes and trying to generate that extra income on the side. So all of these factors playing in, yes, meme stocks could do very well, but if you take those factors away, then they may not recover the same as, other major market cap stocks or some of these value plays. But dude, that's meme stocks in general, right? Short squeeze candidates, those numbers don't change. Those numbers don't change regardless of the price, right? The shorts still have to cover on stocks. And yes, if you're classifying AMC as a meme stock and a short squeeze play, clearly the meme aspect of it, where people are willing to invest in it and willing to throw money at it, that part might dissipate a little bit and probably has dissipated over the last several months. But the short squeeze numbers where the shorts cover and the stock price rises because of that part doesn't change. Recession obviously coming and already here. Yeah, fantasy filters. So a recession is indicated by a contraction in spending. And I do believe that people are spending less right now. As indicated by GDP last quarter, a 1.4% contraction in spending there, businesses and people. Most likely continuing to contract right now. I don't necessarily think that we've seen some sort of a huge shift over the last month or two. So I do think that we could see a second contraction in GDP during the second quarter here. Darn, Clay, bro, what'd you do? There's no green names in here. Pudgy! I don't know, man. I don't know what I did. You guys, grab those green names. God, guys, come on. The drive-in, and Clay, bro, is the best. Big Vic, man, you're the best, dude. Glad to have you in here. Giovanni Lewis, it will drop at some point. Housing market, is that what you're talking about? I should sell my house in California, move to Ohio. Giovanni, look up. I mean, if you got $1 million house, dude, look up what you could get for $1 million in Ohio. If you didn't want to have any money left over, look at what you could get for $1 million in Ohio, man. I'm sure that it's going to look drastically different than what you can get in California for Ohio, or what you can get in California. So if you want to have a ton of money left over, hey man, keep the same style house and come here, and you're probably going to be sitting on Oh gosh, dude, I don't know, $700,000 in cash. Hey, I'm here. I'm listening. I'm at work. Pika Power is in here. We have another green name in here. So Pudgy, Zachary, and Pika Power. We got AMC Trapper and Vengeance, but they're blue, man. Roulette Wheel. Thank you very much for the super chat. Roulette Wheel says, of course, $4 a gallon for gas is going to decrease spending. Yeah, Roulette Wheel. I mean, anytime you're going to be strapped somewhere else, you may be less willing to spend on entertainment and things like that. So if people see that going out to eat isn't something that they can do every night of the week or a couple times a week, they may end up forcing themselves to save up to go out on the weekends. Or if things could get worse, they may say, you know what, I have to allocate more money for gas. I have to allocate more money for these expenses and groceries because I'm not able. So I'm not able to go out to eat right now. I'm not able to go to an AMC movie theater. I'm not able to spend on entertainment. Maybe I can go to the park. You know what I mean? Like maybe I can go to the park and walk or have some fun and do a little picnic or something. Make some sandwiches and go to the park. There is a mentality shift that is most likely taking place when goods and services are increasing in value the way that we've seen them. And gasoline and food, definitely one of the major causes in inflation right now. Good morning, Clay. Nelson Channel, good morning to you. Market's going down again. Dang, hopefully it stays like this the next payday. Nelson Channel, I'm telling you, man. If you guys can average down, dollar cost average in, whatever, this looks like it could be a very good time to do so. I'm here too. Mr. Simon is here too. I don't know, man. I might just be a little quieter today. Join the channel. I don't remember. Pika, do you remember the last green name? I honestly don't remember the last green name that joined the channel. And Mr. Nice Guy, thank you very much for posting that there. Get your darn green name right here. Yes, guys, get your green name. Come on, what are you doing? In the housing market, really, is the housing market that much lower in Ohio than California? I knew it was lower, but, Giovanni Lewis, yeah, dude. Yeah, I mean, I guess it depends on where you live in California. And house prices are still high right here, right now, right? If you're looking at getting a brand new 2,500 square foot house, depending on, like, if it's in a neighborhood or if it's just on a nice street or whatever, you're probably looking brand new, to have built, maybe like $350 to $425, depending on the finishes right now. So you are looking at an expensive house for here. That's expensive right now. I have seen houses that are being built in more of select areas or whatever, and some obscenely high prices, trying to reach the $600,000 to $700,000 range for brand new construction. But dude, those prices are actually pretty wild right now. Those prices are wild on some new builds. But yeah, dude, you can if you were to move to Ohio, you could probably walk away with $700,000 cash and have a sick house, man. Or you could buy the Browns. If you wanted to buy the Browns, man. Yes, you could. Hey, good news, please. James. Good news is, let's see, I got a couple good newses here. One, stock prices are really low, so it could be great buying opportunities. People may be viewing these as bargain times. Two, inflation expectations are lower than they were last week. Consensus is currently at 8.1% inflation. In the release is tomorrow. So the previous release being at 8.5%, previous month's inflation being at 8.5%, and this month's expectations at 8.1%, indicate that there's a very good chance that we may have peaked on inflation. If that's the case, if we did peak, and it comes out confirmed that we peaked and we've got 2 months in a row where inflation is contracting, that could be a very good sign that interest rates will not need to rise and investors can start to gain confidence again. Those are the two biggest, I would say, good newses that are out there right now. Yes, the last green name was 3 weeks ago. Haven't seen him back in here since he stole my crown. Oh my gosh. We need some more green names, guys. What are you doing? Getting green names just for Pika to crown you? Oh man. You think 270 million Shiba would change my life if I hold another year? So, Jose, let me say it this way. If the crypto market does not turn around over the next year, no. I do not think that 270 million Shiba is going to change your life. A year time frame is pretty short, and I don't know what you're working with either, right? If the crypto market does turn around, I honestly believe that, yes, over the next year, we could at least expect to reach the same highs that we've hit or even all-time highs. That's an overall market turnaround, okay? And that can absolutely happen. If it does happen, would from where we're at right now, what is it, 4 or 5, like a 6x gain change your life? I don't know. I don't know if a 6x gain would change your life right now. But depending on 270 million Shiba, I mean, honestly, dude, with 6x gain, 270 million Shiba, I think you could easily pay down some debt, have a very nice sized portfolio, and really, be on some nice footing at that point. Can you go out and buy a house on 270 million Shiba if it 6x is in price? Probably not. But shoot, dude, you got a down payment. You got enough to pay off your student loans, pay off a lot of your debt that you got. Whatever your deal is right now, you got to look at it that way. So I do think that Shiba Inu coin could absolutely gain. As far as like life changing over the next year, that's going to be up to the market. House prices again super high, especially in Toronto. 2,500 square feet, semi-detached, $1.4 million. And see, meta pockets. That's what I'm saying. 2,500 square feet here. I honestly, unless you had, so you could get to the $1.4 million range here on a 2,500 square foot house, but you're probably going to be sitting on like, oh man, I don't know, 50 to 100 acres. Like, you're going to be sitting on some massive amounts of land if you're, and a brand new house on that too. So if you're going to be paying that type of money, you'd be sitting on some massive amounts of land if you're paying that here. How do you get Clay to read a question? Sam Demand. Type a question and I will read the question. Easy as that. Meta, move to Cornwall. We are the Cleveland of Canada. Remy. Very nice, Ed. Pudgy! Thank you for the super chat, Pudgy. Super chat virtual tickles. Peak power. Super chat virtual tickles peak power. So she smiles as she listens. She listens while she works. Gucci Gucci goo. A pika pika poo. A Gucci goo. Is that a virtual tickle or did I just embarrass myself? Pudgy, thank you very much for the super chat. And Pika Bauer, you better be smiling right now because I'm making a fool out of myself going Gucci Gucci goo. Pika pika poo. Gracias. Jose, absolutely, man. El Salvador just purchased 500 Bitcoin as seen on YouTube. So accuracy may vary. Yeah, Mark, I agree with that. I saw that on Twitter yesterday. So it may be true, man. I saw that on Twitter by a couple different verified accounts. So you still got to take it for what it's worth, right? You still got to take it for what it's worth. I'm sure these people know what wallet is holding El Salvador's Bitcoin, and they're able to track inflows in El Salvador's wallet there. So it wouldn't be that hard to verify, but I have not seen the wallet transactions myself. So you are right. I can't verify whether or not it is accurate, but I have seen that in a couple different sources. Load up at $10 a share. AMC can't wait, bringing my average down. Going to buy the same amount I own, and then I bought at $32 a share. I am diamond handing. It's about to run once margin calls done. I'm telling you, man, if margin calls happen and you guys are loading up, it's going to turn out very nice. Thanks for your video. Vivek Ricardo Sardone. Thank you for watching the video, Vivek, man. Appreciate that. We are way cheaper than New Market. Like 1800s cheaper. Remy, now that's what I'm talking about, man. Got them 1800 prices going on. Even better, you made me laugh. Boom! Forget about the smile. We got a full-on laugh, Pudgy. Nice, man. I think we lost our OHL team. What is that, a hockey team? To New Market back in the 90s. Nothing to do here, though. Remy, there's nothing to do. Is there anything to do anywhere? I mean, think about that, guys. Is there anything to do anywhere? I mean, if you got a nice backyard and can hang out, maybe a lake or something to go to, a park, What else is there to do? I mean, I guess if you want the nightlife, right? If you want to go to some clubs or something, but you can still go to some restaurants and enjoy yourself. Some good news, Shiba Inu has actually gained holders to a whale or an exchange. Spent $131 million, about 8 trillion Shiba Inu coin. 8 trillion has to be a needle mover. Yeah, so I would hope so. And if they're buying like today or last night, dude, I think they got in on a pretty good deal. King Toad has returned. King Toad is here. Bye, Shib. Don't lose this opportunity. Moto Lifer. Yes, man. If you guys are adding to your portfolios now, it could turn out to be a very nice move for you. Clay, what's your opinion on all these other meme coins like Zelda, Saitama, Clifford, and all these other YouTubers? So, Giovanni, it's very tough to say, man. It's very tough to say. But I will say this. Building value is one thing, and building utility. As far as like Shiba Inu coin goes, there's a drastic difference in the social media dominance of Shiba Inu coin and these other coins. Now, I also do think that if this market turns around and Shiba starts to run, people will be jumping into, Zelda and Saitama and Clifford and all of these other ones as well. So I do think that they will run as well with the overall market. But as far as like, I don't know, safety or sustainability, shoot, man, I don't even think that, Shiba Inu coin is immune to downside. So all of them have their risks, but I do think that Shiba Inu coin is slightly safer because it's listed on more centralized exchanges and things like that than some of the other meme coins out there. Tell me something to Solana. So you know what? I don't know too much about Solana and their underlying projects and their blockchain and all of that. But Solana, very cheaply priced right now in the $60 range. I think that, we are much below levels of support at that $100 range and $80 range. But right in this area here, we are at support. So you're bouncing off support right here on Solana. If it breaks it, you got to be careful, though, because we may not get support again until 40 or the 30s down here. So that's the best I can do on the Solana is a little bit of technical, looking at some levels of support that have held up in the past. But I do know that it looks really cheap right now at 60. And I absolutely believe that it can do well in the future and regain those $200 levels at some point. When? That part I do not know. But I do think that it can do well in the future, man. Quick, another thing. GME and HYMC had SSR on today and still getting battered. Dude, they dropped over, they dropped over 10% yesterday. Yeah, Crypto Rockets here. That's the thing, man. That short sale rule only stops short selling unless it's coming from the best bid of the day. So it doesn't stop it completely. But a lot of this, I don't think a lot of the downward pressure is shorting. I think a lot of the downward pressure is people jumping ship. I honestly think it's people jumping ship and being so fearful. If I lived next to Lauren, I could take up PB. What is going on? I have a different take on margin calls. They're at lender's discretion, right? But the lenders can't bankrupt their best customers. So why would they force it? This is why leverage is crazy levels. Yeah. So Pringleton, the thing with that is they may not want, like you say, they may not want to bankrupt their customers. But margin calling somebody doesn't necessarily bankrupt them. Margin calling somebody guarantees that the bank doesn't lose any more money than they're willing to lose. So just like a hedge fund or just like you trying to manage your portfolio in a way that you're going to cut your losses, right? Is the same way that a bank would margin call a hedge fund or an individual account, your broker margin calling you. If you use your broker, for example, if you start to lose any of the broker's money, you're going to be margin called. You're going to be margin called before you lose $1 that belongs to the broker, because they don't necessarily care at all about you going bankrupt or anything. They don't want to lose their money. That is not a risk that they're willing to take. The banks lending to the hedge funds to provide this leverage, I don't know how lenient they are, but you are right. When somebody's borrowing billions of dollars from you and paying you to borrow that money, then it does become very, I guess, I don't even know what the right word to use is. It becomes very difficult for them to be able to manage that in a way that they're saying, okay, you're down so far right now, but we are unwilling to lose any more money. We've got a margin call it. So how do they balance that? That part, man, I do not know. Clearly, I took your advice and told someone yesterday and bought 64 million Shiba at a low point. Sam Demand. Very nice, dude. Are you going to be trading it or are you going to be holding on to that? No, I'm way younger. Sorry. David is from Newport. 91% of NYA videos are margin calls coming. NYA. What is NYA? I don't know what NYA is. New York Angelo, right? Most soft tacos incoming. Thanks. Always great to watch your video. A great job. I'm from Bordeaux, France, but I am Italian. Take care. Buona fortuna. Grazie. Grazie mille, Vivek. Grazie mille. I bought another 323 million Shiba 15 yesterday. Clay, do you think 15 is major support? So, Peter, I do think that 15 could be major support for Shiba Inu coin, but I think the 30 on Bitcoin is more important than any number you're seeing on Shiba Inu coin right now. Shiba Inu coin is fluctuating at an exponential rate compared to Bitcoin, but I do think that if Bitcoin falls below 30, Shiba is absolutely going to fall lower. So the next time Bitcoin hits 30, Shiba might be at 17. The next time Bitcoin hits 30, Shiba might be at 16. The next time Bitcoin hits 30, Shiba might be at 14. I don't know where it's going to correlate to the moves, but I think that Bitcoin is extremely important. But they don't care about me. I think the banks need the hedge funds now. Likely the bank has that full debt as an asset and can't afford to not get it back. Kept allowing higher... Maybe. I don't know what the bank's situation is right now, and I don't know if the bank is actually willing to lose on their position. So the hedge funds, if they're 10x leveraged, the hedge funds, they do have money. The bank would be allowing them to lose at that point. But I don't know if the bank is going to be as stringent as your broker is. The broker's not going to let you lose $1 of theirs. If you're investing on leverage with your broker and you've got $50,000 in your brokerage account and you're sitting on a $200,000 account, you got 1-to-4 leverage, broker's not going to let you lose any more than $50,000. If you lose any more than $50,000, boom, they're closing your account. They're margin calling you and closing your account out, and then they're not going to let you invest their money anymore. You're going to lose all 50 of yours on a 25% decline. I want to make a breakfast taco for Taco Tuesday morning. Pudgy, make it happen, man. Can tell me what happened to Shib and AMC? Quick recap. Been out of the loop for a bit, still holding. And do you think ApeCoin a good investment for long term? So Gage, AMC and Shiba Inu coin right now is really following Bitcoin, and Bitcoin unfortunately is right around major levels of support down at this $30,000 mark. So we really have to watch this $30,000 mark, and that's why we're watching Shiba Inu coin being so volatile and potentially losing as Bitcoin is losing here. If you've got AMC, if you're looking at that, AMC has not only been following the NASDAQ much lower over the last several weeks here. With all these lines, it's pretty hard to see. But you've got some major declines in the NASDAQ and some major declines in AMC as the overall market is just getting brutalized right now. I guess that would be, AMC really following the overall market lower and with way too much fear. Bitcoin and Shiba Inu coin doing the same thing there. And as far as ApeCoin goes, yes, I do think ApeCoin is going to be a good long-term investment. I think it's going to be highly correlated to NFT sales. So, whether or not it attaches itself to Bitcoin and kind of trades in lockstep with the overall market, I do think that when Yuga Labs releases any NFT project that is denominated in ApeCoin, ApeCoin is going to see a huge a demand increase and potentially a nice spike up in price. Clipper, I'll hold it. Saw the video saying Shiba will make it to a penny next month. I will be rich thanks to you, brother. Sam, I don't know if Shiba Inu coin will make it to a penny next month. But if it does make it to a penny next month, I will be very happy for you, man. I will be very happy. I think that that's a bit of a stretch for Shiba Inu coin short term. But I will dude, I will be very happy as well if Shiba Inu coin jumps to a penny. Is my headphones or is your volume low? I don't know, man. I'm in the yellow. On my mic volume, I'm in the yellow here, so it could be normal. This mic is probably behind the screen. My mic is actually behind the screen right now. Behind the thing. Is that any better at all? Did that change it at all? Because it was behind the camera there. If AMC drops a bit more, I'm averaging down. Nice, DD214. I sold my Shib for ApeCoin. I have no faith in the development team whatsoever. Yeah, did he do that? We know that this development team is building an ecosystem around Shiba Inu coin and profiting off of that ecosystem. However, the thing that we have to realize, and the thing that I remind myself, is that Shiba Inu coin, it didn't run up in May and in October of 2021 because of the development team. It ran up because people wanted to buy it, man. They saw a meme coin that was gaining in value, and they wanted to be a part of that. And they started to FOMO in. And I truly believe that that is what makes Shiba Inu coin special and what's going to cause it to rise again, is the fact that it can gain millions of percents. And people are willing to buy into something that has that lottery ticket mentality to it and can absolutely return just ridiculous amounts of money in very short time frames. So the development team, I think that they are doing what they can do. I think that they're doing their best, man. I think that they are doing what they feel is right. But I don't think that they're going to be responsible for massive Shiba Inu coin price gains. Can't believe Ford dropped. Dude, did he do that? Yeah, Ford was at 13 yesterday. I don't know what Ford's at today. Probably well below 14 now. Yeah, 13.05. Ford's probably in the 12s. Ford's probably going to hit the 12s here pretty soon. Ford's sitting at 13.05. Is it really much better? Is the volume much better when the mic's not behind the thing? I don't want to get too close to the mic because, then it's here. I don't know what that volume sounds like, but now it's loud in my ear. Shredder. I'm kind of sitting. The weird thing is it's sitting in the same level, the same range. So the volume indicator right there is sitting in the same level. But as long as it's better, guys, good deal. The metaverse is a clear flop. They should take note from Yuga. Did he do that? It's very difficult to repeat any of the success that Yuga Labs has had with their NFT projects. And I think that they're going to be able to build on that success there. And it's going to be difficult as all get out for any other NFT project to replicate that success. If AMC doesn't squeeze, Matt Kors and Trey are going to get investigated for pumping. Not saying they did, but Trey made a lot of money on call options and made a lot of money on YouTube. Yeah. And you know what? The thing is, I don't know if they would get investigated for that or not. There is a certain optimism that is necessary for investing in that stuff. But that's why I've always tried to keep more of a realistic aspect and pointing out the pros and cons, the ups and the downs, and that you can make a ton of money, right? There's no doubt that you can make a ton of money on any investment, especially when something is as viral as Shiba or AMC and GameStop and so on. So you have to balance that optimism and that just hope with a little bit of realism too. And I don't know, man. I think you guys are the cream of the crop, man. You really are. You're confident. You know what you're doing. And that's why I like talking to you guys every day. You know what you're talking about. Folks, so their Rivian shares and their stock drops. Oh my gosh. ASMR Clay Bro. Did he do that once the ASMR Clay Bro? We've got Did he do that? Thank you for buying stocks in the stock market and crypto in the crypto market. You're amazing. Did he do that? Guys, it is 1 o'clock. We're going to take off for now. We'll be back in the 3 o'clock hour. So make sure if you guys didn't watch the video, man, go click on a couple videos, get some views on those videos, help the channel out a little bit since the market is getting absolutely blasted. Just go click on a couple of them. Hey, it might even help more if they're older videos. Won't ruin the watch time on the new ones. So go click on a couple old videos before you guys take off for the day. Click the like button right now. We will be back a little bit later. Appreciate every single one of you guys. Get your names in the chat right now. We'll do some shout outs, and then we'll be back a little bit later. Crypto Racketeer. Boom, baby. Dabbing on him as always. We got Mr. Nice Guy, Crypto Racketeer, Johnston Town, Pudgy, AMC Trapper saying peace out to the Diamond-Handed Apes, JJ Shibburn, Giovanni, man, peace out. Pringleton, Meta, Frodo, Shredda. Oh, Pringleton, Meta, Frodo, Shredda. I like that. That rhymed, guys. That was a good one. See you in the afternoon. Have a great day. Mark, you as well, man. Sam Demana, hit the like button. Thank you very much. Vengeance, Mr. Nice Guy, appreciate all of you. Seriously, don't forget. Just go click on a video. I don't even care if you watch it. Go click on another video. Click on like 2 or 3 of them if you guys want. DD214, see you later. Pika Power, have an awesome day as well. And I don't know if SD is listening right now. Did he do that? Sarah de Croix, good evening to you. Bye. And hopefully see you later. If not, if you're sleeping, I understand completely. Holding, Mr. Simon, see you later. All of you guys know what time it is. So if you want to say it with me, say it with me. Till the next time, hope that each and every one of you have an awesome day.